if the market for that Bama wasn't banned. You put it in the hands of the many who mark territories in blood. Kinda scary, huh? Ain't even talking about the ones with the bag. The ones still raging at war inside their head. The same ones who probably could use a couple of hits. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of fuckers did. Make you wanna roll up a J and say shit, I ain't gonna be the one to get caught for doing this. Cool, you gotta know the rules, how to live. You wanna find a loopholes, do what I said. As long as you ain't got 40 grams in your hand, can't get you with the felony delivery intent. But anything less than that's a misdemeanor and legally a reason for police to take seizure. Even with initiatives passed, decriminalizing the green grass, they don't wanna see that. Might as well get you a forever green pass. Hit that dispensary fast, believe that this law's so flawed. The foundation's done, the more things outlawed, the more outlaws run. George Washington himself probably puffed the chronic. Now space get exchanged for the shit, ironic.
Through that Bob Marley stage, that ganja, that one love, bro. It's medicine that makes you stronger. It equated to me chilling isolated in my apartment, blazing an 8th a day and playing Grand Theft Auto. Like, damn, I'm way more creative. 20 minutes later, I'm at the paper. Yeah, at 4:20, it was all about the love. Now it's 4:31, and I'm paranoid as fuck. Like, what these hippies? Where are my real friends? Are you playing hacky sack on the field, Ben? You need Visine, your eyes are real red. Wiz Khalifa's gonna fuck your girlfriend. I'm not against legalization, no, not at all. I'm against glorification. You are not Snoop Dogg, moderation, that's the key. If the door is unlocked, it's up to you. How you use it, make the call. Come on.
So when you puff that, thinking that's how it is, blowing more trees than a northwest wind, knowing that you're 6 times as likely as them to do time if your skin tone is darker than his. The last thing that you want on your mind, but demanding supplies in command of your high, bruh. Hey, you listening? I'm trying to drop gems.
Hey yo, shut the fuck up and pass that shit.
Okay. I reach beneath the skin of the street with each step, walking closer to my final destination of death. When I'm laying to rest, I'm only saving my breath. The northwest fills the lungs, heals the pain in my chest. Take 6 quarters out of the pocket and drop it in the box. Hop to 48 off to pay homage. It stops often. I jot my observations, watching citizens walking off of the Joe Metropolitan. Proletarians and wayward sons with old Filipino men speaking in their native tongue. And the day has just begun, greeted by the scent of a bum, smelling something like beer, barf, and dung. A brother in blows in the back, all alone, marinating in a pair of half-broken headphones, mumbling rhymes. Same time, begin to pen mine, appreciating God's design. Rewind, sister, reminds me of a smile in the back of my memory. Wonder if I see her again, will she remember me? I'm not trying to holler, I swear. I'm just weary of the way we hop a ride and just sit there and stare. Prepare for my 9 o'clock work meeting. A couple pale folks slide right by with no greeting, but the people with my phenotype follow with a head nod up. Cause we acknowledge that the shit fucked up. North of Martin Luther King, a straight war zone, detours through the concrete cranes and bulldozers. Know the hill is not over still. Every block got a coffee shop, it's overkill. Focus know the deal, dope to see Khalil back. The medicine is good again, the feeling of leaving and coming back to your hood again is priceless. I write this, our lives are in crisis. Most talk but don't walk the path of the righteous. Despite this, I measure each step, walking closer to my final destination of death. When I'm laying to rest, I'm only saving my breath. The northwest fills the lungs, heals the pain in my chest. Clutch the moment, a transfer in my hand, still listening. Looking out the window to the gold and the green. And the sun might be shining, but it's colder than it seems. Cause the weather's dialectical, there's no in between. In walks an old soul, a First Nation native cat, chiseled like a totem pole. No words as he stands and looks over us. He gets off and says, have a good day, you four in his eye. Crack a smile one time for the acknowledgement. Northbound now we start to pick up more college kids. They try to study on the ride to make up for the fact that they probably kicked it hard last night. And I ponder if it's time to save up and get a car and pay for the gas that we're taking from the war. I'd miss all the colorful faces, the places and spaces I've embraced with the faith that I can rest and raise kids here, even with these cats set tripping, bringing 95 back again. Same old conditions from Reagan to Bush to Clinton to Bush to second. No matter the neighborhood in the city you reppin', it's getting serious, y'all. You can even hear the rebel car getting off, leaving hella pieces on the walls. Seen it all sitting sideways with my townmates. Only place left where majority is brown face. Now we headed downtown to trade the labor for cash. I thank the navigator once and walk fast. I walk past the next round of cats to jump on it. Locked in deep thought, we ride around in silence across Resolve Bridge. I watch each step, walking closer to my final destination of death. When I'm laying to rest, I'm only saving my breath. The northwest fills the lungs, kills the pain in my chest. I remain blessed, stepping on rain with each step. Eyes heavy from the lack of the cousin of death. When I'm laying to rest, I'm only saving my breath. The northwest fills the lungs, y'all. You know the rest. You know the rest. You know the rest. It's like that, y'all. That, y'all. It's like that, y'all. That, y'all. And that's all. Like this, yeah. And it begins where we left. A brother chased after my death until he catches his breath. We embarked upon a long march, too weary to rest. Now tell me, who would ever have guessed that at the top of the West, a party rocker and a poet might collectively have written another chapter in this fight against the self-described right but not righteous. It's highly unlikely we'll take it lightly when 1,000 of my compatriots are evacuating nightly from one Ave to another, university to Beacon. The body was never meant neither to last to be beaten, but Buddha's in the streets teaching a lesson to kids in the cold. And if I tell all mine, there's other stories to be told. Had a lot of good brothers, either my age or younger, who copped the first album when it dropped, now gone under it. They say progress, but the fact is Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy is looking like the street we named after him. Permanently under construction, the people hustling despite the pain and suffering, the energy we've mustered in Southside Seattle. It's a whole lot happening. We're so-called soulmates, stabbing each other's scapulars. Melancholy, hopeful, I captured the present moment. We consummated the marriage of beats, rhymes, and atonement. In each mind resides a potential so potent they make us think that we ain't got it. If we did, then we'd control shit. Organizing and prioritizing what's important. I'm just trying to raise a seed while the homies have abortions. No distortion to the static. I hold the mic and pass it to the future. School's in session, but there won't be any classes. Happy to see family back from 10 months in Iraq. For fallen comrades rocking a black wristband. It's just a glimpse of what you missed when you're gone. We held you down and kept chanting out, bring them back home. We say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. We say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna song. And somewhere a soldier kissed his family goodbye, and he was walking like a warrior, the water in his eyes. He left in late September, said he'll be back in July. Now the child is asking mommy, why did daddy have to die? She says he fought for freedom, but she knows it's just a lie, cause her father was a veteran with benefits denied. Now the fire in her eyes burn brighter with the passing of the minutes into hours, and the hours into days, and days turn to night, nights turn to fate the other way. One sister strong, holding down the whole family. It's just one in over 3,000 casualties, and back home we battle with the apathy. We chanting now, bring her back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. We say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. So next time you see recruiters in your school or your crib, tell them thank you for the offer, but you'd rather you live. We got more than just our bodies to offer, so fuck a coffin wrapped in red, white, and blue. Withdrawal past due, disgusting with the fight, the taxes to real chance, real dropping, one time and I have to fill tanks. Got a Chinaman's chance to fill banks like Phil Banks. For soldiers in the future giving thanks in advance, we say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. We say bring them back home. For my brothers and my sisters who've been gone too long, we say bring them back home. And I don't wanna have to keep on singing this song. Territory where Carlos Bulosan once lived to tell the story of the rain, sweat, glory of Mike Jackson men who fight the destination we were destined to end. Left a writing on the wall in the halls of the Nippon Khan. Others transformed, majority Decepticons. But my conception of the Walkman's rotation is you live up in the upper left, you gotta have patience, cause ain't no urban radio stations about to play us unless you sign a dotted to make your songs brainless. While you waiting for the mention in the pages of the stranger, you could find me in the basement making heaters for later. And yes, we all need a little paper to strive, but the monsters in your town will put a limp in your stride. I exhibit all the time like I'm pimping your ride, and we've been living in conditions we're tired of. Come on, rise up. Two scholars rock fresh, north by northwest, and it's still no rest, cause we're not finished yet. We broke but not broken, cold but not frozen, lost but not forgotten. We kicking the doors open. Two scholars rock fresh, north by northwest, and it's still no rest, cause we're not finished yet. We broke but not broken, cold but not frozen, moving in slow motion.
It's that Northwest classic.
98118, the alphabetically second to last state, never finishing last place like for 3 years straight. For prescriptions, we administer the medicine for people still afflicted with acute 2-0 sickness. We exist between the gold and the green. I paint the soul of the scene under towers of power, dodging the overfiend daily, causing the bones to decay. But they say we're so far away, we couldn't possibly make it. I've seen modesty fake, an awful lot of hate, but none of which is sent to my face. I confide inside my circle with a fire made of purple. I'm a rider for the art, I keep it sharp and with rehearsal. The worst is when they mark us to target a market that we're not not even a part of. If your CDs and Target means you got distribution, but we still pushing units with our own too. Homegrown since you thought you knew. Yeah. Two scholars rock fresh, north by northwest, and it's still no rest, cause we're not finished yet. We're broke but not broken, cold but not frozen, lost but not forgotten. We're kicking the doors open. Two scholars rock fresh, north by northwest, and it's still no rest, cause we're not finished yet. We're broke but not broken, cold but not frozen, moving in slow motion.
It's that Northwest classic.
And they say desegregation was a big step forward, but integration only covered up a rotten core. The surface might have changed, but the cauldron is still hot. Now we more politically correct with less real talk. They say we liberal, but literally not. When the cops bend us over while upholding the law, despite the sight of coffee shops on every single block nearby, it's supply and demand for the rock. It's two types of crack, one legal, one felonious. The lumping pro push keys like Thelonious. The corporation pushing blood with the beans. I heard people moving up here for the love of the green. New homes, new stores, still a hood underneath. No good, how we chillin' in the gut of the beast. The national question, with no answer in the least. It's no rest until the cancer meets the feet. Two scholars rock fresh, north by northwest, and it's still no rest, cause we're not finished yet. We're broke but not broken, cold but not frozen, lost but not forgotten. We kicking the doors open. Two scholars rock fresh, north by northwest, and it's still no rest, cause we're not finished yet. We're broke but not broken, cold but not frozen, moving in slow motion.
It's that Northwest classic. Northwest classic.
This is the scene you've been seeing all your life. The one inside a dream, you repeat it every night. For 24 frames every second through the light. Projected through the screen, you've been paying for despite what you see and what you hear, contrary to your sight. Everything you ever learned that you never had to live, might have heard from a storyteller medium. Pictures, words, scripture to cinema, script writing a verse. From this city emerges a new generation of babies who came out of the womb, glued to the tube with plans and aspirations to prove beyond doubt we are stars too, even if it's just cartoons. My animated hands that I got from the genes of my island native fam, I could never not be on here to make them scream like a Hitchcock game. Whether analog, dig it all, shit is all the same. An American tradition, a narrative for fiction, a Hamilton for tickets. The public is addicted. Just think for a second how much we've been conditioned to root for the doughboys, the old dogs, the bishops, sided with them villains in spite of all that. She gotta have it, she says she didn't need it, and even if she see it, she will probably not believe it if it ain't being projected.